Raw TV. I am not black.
A series of remarkable stone structures were discovered in remote locations around the world. These amazing artifacts, known as stone stargates, captivated the imagination of archaeologists, historians, and conspiracy theorists alike. Carved with intricate patterns and symbols, their true purpose remains shrouded in mystery. Ancient folklore, however, spoke of these stargates as devices used by civilizations from distant solar systems to travel across the cosmos. By the 1950s, almost all the stargates had vanished without a trace, fueling rumors of government cover-ups and hidden agendas. Some theorize that governments around the world systematically confiscated the stargates and concealed them in top-secret facilities. Their whereabouts remain unknown.
Really weird is the particular place that CERN was created. CERN itself was built below an old temple of Apollo, which in ancient times was considered to be a portal to the underworld, or CERN is partially situated, is called Saint Genus Poli. Excuse my French. Literally. The name Poli comes from the Latin Apollicum, and it is believed that in Roman times a temple existed in honor of Apollo. The people who lived there believed that it is a gateway to the underworld. It is interesting to note that CERN is built on the same spot.
The gods. The large door-like structure carved out of the Hayumaka mountain near Lake Titicaca. This mysterious structure is considered to be one of the most enigmatic and controversial archaeological sites.
Let me tell you, there's a connection to everything. Okay, first of all, let me say this. Nothing goes unseen. You see that? See the eyes? You see the mouth? Okay, it's a face. It's a hidden message. Nothing goes unseen. You see this right here? There's a connection. Okay? A path to get to any place on any one of these realms. All you gotta do is find the storm and the energy. I'm telling you. Look, I'm gonna drop a clip on here from a movie I just watched. Y'all need to pay attention because the messages are right in front of you. For real. It's deep, but they always see everything. And by they, I mean the Anunnaki. Everybody got a job and a role to play. I'm just doing mine. Deep.
I believe that the lava powers the machinery within the tower.
It's controlling the storm.
Exactly. It's creating a gateway to your world, but it looks unstable. Go.
See her going through gateways. She's going through round to round to round until she get back to her realm.
ancient sites said to be stargates and portals.
Okay, we think we're done, right? All right. I've been practicing for months. Nope, absolutely not.
Vira homem, porra.
We are now looking to one of the granite gates inside Karnak Temple. So the whole gate is made out of granite. And this is our beloved symbol, Saba. And the gate next to the word star. So that is the complete shape or complete word, star, and the gate. Sab or Saba, star, gate.
Strangest organ in the human body. The pineal gland, a tiny pea-sized gland located deep within the human brain, has fascinated philosophers and scientists for centuries. Ancient cultures believed it to be the seat of the soul, the gateway to the divine, and the source of mystical experiences. It is perceived as a bridge between our inner and outer worlds, as well as to a connection to something beyond what we know to exist, to a higher state of consciousness. In ancient Egypt, the pineal gland was symbolized by the eye of Horus, a powerful symbol of spiritual awakening and divine sight. The Greeks also associated the pineal gland with the god Zeus, who is said to be the source of all knowledge and wisdom. When we activate the pineal gland through meditation, visualization, or other spiritual practices, we can tap into a reservoir of spiritual energy and wisdom that is beyond our ordinary awareness.
Sharon Stargate is an alleged extraterrestrial portal situated on Charon, the largest moon of the dwarf planet Pluto. This purported Stargate is believed to serve as a gateway for interstellar and interdimensional travel, facilitating the passage of advanced civilizations between remote regions of the cosmos. One hypothesis about the Charon Stargate's origins posits that it is a remnant of an ancient alien culture, which used the portal to explore and colonize distant planets. This theory suggests that the Stargate could be part of a vast network of similar structures scattered throughout the universe. Another possibility is that the Charon Stargate is a natural phenomenon formed by cosmic forces over eons. This theory posits that the Stargate is the result of a unique interplay between gravity, magnetism, and space-time, creating a stable wormhole that connects distant locations in the universe. Despite the lack of empirical evidence, the Charon Stargate remains a fascinating subject for both scientific and popular culture. Proponents of the theory point to unusual geological features on Charon's surface as potential indicators of the Stargate's existence. Some argue that these anomalies, such as ridges, trenches, and other unexplained formations, could be the remnants of advanced extraterrestrial technology. In addition to its potential as a means of interstellar travel, the Charon Stargate has been suggested as a conduit for interdimensional communication. This concept posits that the Stargate could link our universe to alternate dimensions, allowing for the exchange of knowledge and technology between diverse realities.
Theory circulated not too long ago that said that there was a path in the Grand Canyon that will take you all the way to Africa. But now people are starting to add to this theory and take it even further. The added theory claims that the Americas, which is North and South America, is connected to or is ancient Egypt. But this was covered up to throw people off of biblical prophecy and historical events. While this theory sounds wild, I find it very interesting that in 1909, an article released called Explorations in the Grand Canyon that talks about finding Egyptian artifacts within it. There was also certain substances and materials from North and South America found in ancient Egyptian tombs next to mummies. The theory goes on to say that the Mississippi River is actually the ancient Egyptian Nile River, and that they put all of this in plain sight by building modern-day pyramids in places like Memphis and Vegas, and also by putting pyramids on the back of the dollar bill. Now, this theory could definitely be a stretch, but leave a like if you want me to talk a little more about this, and let me know what you think in the comments. There was a theory circulating.
What is a portal? Janus is this double-headed god, and it's the god of the doorways, and this is where January comes into play. This is Stonehenge. Aerial view, a key. The key opens the door to the portal. The Vatican at Disneyland. Janus, you can see he has the key and the two faces. Here's Janus for January. This is for Aquarius. We're going into it. You can see the double-headed god with the key. This is all about doorways and portals. Janus. This is where the word janitor comes from. And what is a janitor known for? Having all the keys. This goes back to ancient Samaria, double-headed faces. Here's the Shamash tablet, 8-pointed star right here, which was the gateway. This is where the gods could travel through this portal, the Polaris portal. CERN also has the 8-pointed star of Polaris, and they're the ones opening up the portals, just like in the show Stranger Things. All right, so this is going to get wild, everybody, so buckle your seatbelts. Keys open doors. You got the show Lock and Key, which is all about portals. The door is the portal, the Stargate. It is the Omega logo, the last event that will take place. Here's the Masonic compass with Polaris at the top. Here's the show Stargate right here. Here's the Stargate, the portal, and you got the two circles because that's how CERN is set up, with the two circles. 2001 Space Odyssey, you see that key. It's a tower with Polaris at the top. And I got this from Tommy Truthful's site, so shout out to him. Here you can see the Vatican key with Polaris, the 8-pointed star, and the sun cross in the middle, which is for the four corners. And right in the middle of the four corners is the volcano that we see right here in Lord of the Rings, the volcano. This goes into Polaris, and it also goes into some sexual symbology as well. You see it here at Disneyland. Shout out to the One-on-One podcast. You can see that 8 and the key and the sun cross in the tower. Here's Hyperborea, the old map of the North Pole. You got the four corners, the sun cross. In the middle is the volcano. Here's Star Wars, Polaris right back here, and the 8 different points. Pretty wild because even Venus is connected to this, which is known as Lucifer. And Venus, every 8 years, makes a pentagram in the sky, as the rabbit hole is the portal going down the rabbit hole. Here's 2001 Space Odyssey, them going into the portal, Polaris star, and this is in all of Stanley Kubrick's films. Here's Edward Scissorhand. You got that key in there. The community down below, and at the top was the tower, like this Disney tower. So right now.
We're summoning the team.
Let me put you on game. Don't listen to people who lose, or you'll do the same.
Among the important portals or gates that we must identify
are gates. And gates are entrances to the spiritual realm.
Also, volcanoes and its craters are very important. And I remember the time the Lord took us to El Salvador, and He said to us to do a spiritual battle at night, and we have to dive into a crater of a volcano that was already a lake, and we did a battle there. So we took all our scuba gear and starting the descent into the lake that was in the crater. So as we were going down, and we were with divers, the ones that rented all the equipment to us, and they were not Christian at all. So as we were descending, we literally heard screams. And when we came out of our diving, we started to talk to one another, and even the unbelievers asked us, what was those horrible screams we were hearing? It was like if we were outside in the land. So volcanoes are mouths and doors to hell. And many craters in the volcanoes are named like Mouth of Hell or Satan's Pulpit and things like that. And these craters are directly connected not only to the magma under the earth, but also they are connected to hell in the spiritual realm. Now, caves are extremely important because they lead directly to the regions of death. During a time of spiritual warfare in Mexico that we fought against the powers of death, we had to take all the caves of death in Mexico and also the mines. All the mines have been consecrated to all kinds of demons. And all the mines are doors to the underworld, to the
gateways are everywhere. See the volcano starting now. So this goes to show that the volcano will actually start a gateway opening up. And that's the synergy.
At 5 a.m. on March 20th, 2021, a live CCTV camera captured a strange phenomenon occurring on the Popocatépetl volcano. This mysterious event resembled a portal, evoking images of an interdimensional gateway. Popocatépetl is well known for its frequent UFO sightings, leading some to speculate that this could be the means through which these unidentified objects enter our world from somewhere else.
Found in volcano.
If you were able to look underground, you would just see tunnels radiating out in every direction. There are actually native authored stories that you could travel clear into Oregon completely underground.
Yeah. Look at that, Dustin. That's awesome. Beautiful skylight.
There's a really big subculture here in Mount Shasta that has always believed that these caves and tunnels contain civilization full of people just like you and I, and they come back and forth through portals hidden in these caves. I've had people actually contact me and tell me they've seen people in this very cave walk right into a wall and vanish.
What were these people like? What did they look like?
They look just like us. It's how they're able to travel back and forth and mingle with humans.
Wow.
One of the most famous reports of a being emerging from within Mount Shasta was made in 1930 by Guy Warren Ballard. Ballard, a mining engineer who worked in the area, claimed he was surveying the slopes of the mountain when he encountered a mysterious, glowing figure.
El espacio-tiempo en el universo que nos permita salir de lugares distantes. Mucho se ha discutido de cómo viajan estos objetos. Incluso se mencionó que una nave nodriza los traía a la Tierra. Sin embargo, ¿realmente viajarán de un lugar a otro a la velocidad de la luz? ¿O quizás utilizan atajos que les permiten llegar en un instante? Los portales dimensionales. Veamos cómo en la Tierra se han detectado zonas donde existen portales magnéticos o llamados portales dimensionales. En el volcán Popocatépetl veremos cómo diversos objetos aparecen y desaparecen justo sobre el cráter en donde posiblemente se abren estos portales dimensionales. 31 de julio del 2021. La cámara de monitoreo volcánico de tercer milenio registra cómo en un punto cercano al volcán aparece y se aleja rápidamente. En segundos desaparece. 14 de octubre del 2021. Un cilindro de dimensiones considerables aparece en el lado izquierdo del volcán y desaparece al acercarse directamente hacia el cráter del volcán. 10 de agosto del 2021. Ahora, durante un momento donde había una gran cantidad de nubes sobre el volcán, aparece un cilindro y se aleja rápidamente del lado derecho de la pantalla y desaparece. El 24 de noviembre del 2021, en al menos 3 momentos diferentes, 3 objetos en forma de cilindro aparecen sobre distintas zonas arriba del volcán. Se desplazan y en segundos desaparecen. 25 de abril de 2022, Webcams de México registró por medio de su cámara cómo aparece de pronto un cilindro justo por arriba del cráter y desaparece. 26 de febrero del 2023, aparece un cilindro arriba del volcán y observe cómo se aleja rápidamente. 6 de marzo del 2023, se registró como un enorme cilindro aparece de pronto en el extremo derecho por detrás del volcán y asciende de forma vertical. Y se aleja.
Actually hiding. There is a theory that the U.S. stayed in Iraq for over a decade after it was liberated, not because of oil, but something way more powerful. Well, you see, in the 1920s, a British explorer discovered what was rumored to be the oldest known Stargate in the world, located at what is known today as the Great Ziggurat. However, in the 1980s, Saddam Hussein fortified the ancient complex in an attempt to keep out explorers from seeing what was hidden inside, or at least that was the official statement. Furthermore, strange ancient technology has been seen coming out of the Great Ziggurat, rumored to have come through the Stargate from an ancient civilization now living on the hidden planet Nibiru, with many people in recent times coming forward, claiming to have been involved in classified programs in Iraq, where Stargate technology was used. Many people are wondering, what was
in this scenario? The U.S. government obtains intelligence that hidden somewhere in central Iraq is an actual Stargate, placed there by the Anunnaki gods of ancient Sumeria. In this scenario, when Nibiru is closest to Earth, the Anunnaki will take the opportunity to travel to Earth through that same Stargate and will set up their encampment in Iraq. With time running out, President Bush invades Iraq. American scientists raid the museum and close the Stargate, thus frustrating the grandiose ambitions of the self-styled reincarnation of Nebuchadnezzar, Saddam Hussein, and making the world safe for the New World Order. Is this the sequel to the movie Stargate? Is it a new episode of the TV series? Is it a new Star Trek movie? No, it is none of these. According to Dr. Michael Salla, it is probably exactly what happened. Dr. Salla, an Australian national, obtained his MA in philosophy from the University of Melbourne and then his doctorate in government from the University of Queensland in 1993. After spending 2 years as an associate at the Centre for Middle Eastern and Central Asian Studies in Australia, he joined the faculty of the Department of Political Science at Australian National University in Canberra as a lecturer. In 1996, he came to the U.S. and gained an academic appointment at the School of International Service at American University in Washington, D.C., where he remained until 2001. Dr. Salla's Iraq Stargate theory is expounded in a paper written for publication. He believes that the US, Russia, Germany, and France have been aware that the Anunnaki left behind some very high-tech apparatus, and possibly weaponry, when they abandoned the Earth around 1700 BC, and that Saddam Hussein had been getting assistance from Russian, German, and French archaeological teams for years in an attempt to unravel, and perhaps reverse engineer, this apparatus, which Salla claims is probably far in advance of any technology we might have obtained from the Greys from Zeta Reticuli and which is supposedly warehoused at Area 51 in Nevada. According to Mahmoud al-Diwaniyahi, the alien Stargate may be hidden away in one of several locations. Some possible locations include An ancient crypt beneath the Sumerian ziggurat of Dur-Kirigalzu, near Baghdad. The so-called Dark Ziggurat of Enzu, located in the Az-Sab-Az-Sagar River Valley, which once was the lair of Gimel-Ishbai, a Sumerian sorcerer of 3000 BC. Beneath the ancient fortress of Kalati-Jalundi, near Zartsi in the Little Zab River Valley, north of Mosul. Saddam's reputed underground base in Alija, 3 kilometers north of Tikrit, which was built for him by the Zartsi aliens. Extraterrestrials whose UFO crashed in Iraq in December 1998 and who were given sanctuary in Zartsi by Saddam.
Raw TV. I am not black.